Welcome to another Demarcation Media haul video. Today we have just one package to look at, but I don't actually know fully what's in here. So this was sent to me by WhoTheCares on Discord, or he goes by the same thing on the Mega Construx gallery, which I will put the link to his page down in the description. Go check it out. He does a lot of really cool work. So he was sending me a replacement Douglas because, as you know, mine was severely malformed on the chest plate. And I contacted Mega's customer service, and I haven't heard anything from them. Or I guess it's technically Mattel runs the customer service side. But I haven't heard anything from them. It's been probably almost a month now, and I have heard nothing back. So I was at a bit of a loss. So he sent me Douglas. So I know there's Douglas in here. And I know there's something or some things banished related, but other than that, I am completely in the dark here. So we are going to find out what it is that's in here. And I will be finding out at the same time as all the rest of you guys watching. Alright, I think that's open enough. Let me sheath my knife again. I also know that one of the figures is going to have to be assembled because apparently it was too large to fit. So, holy moly. Wow, okay, there's a whole box full to look at here. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Wow, okay, there's a lot here. So we have an ODST, and now if I'm correct, yep, he's got a removable helmet. That's kind of WhoTheCares' specialty, is removable helmets. So let me get all of these out, and then we'll take a closer look. So here is, that one's Douglas. So it looks like he sent me a full red team, which means I can use some of them to customize, like weather up, which is epic. Really, really glad to have Douglas at full strength, not crushed by Atriox. That was a bummer for sure. So we'll put them in the back. We have an EVA Spartan. All right, and we have another one. This one, oh my gosh, do they all have removable helmets? Holy moly! Oh, look at that! It's like it's a Helios grill, but it's got some different armor bits. We have a grunt. Ah, this is the figure that needed to be assembled. Clearly. Oh, this is the purple skinned grunt too. This guy is not easy to get. Here's his head. Wow, he's got a painted up mask. This is going to turn into a customs review video. Holy moly. Oh, and we've got one of the custom AIs. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to... Bro, stand up. We're going to take a closer look at all of these. We have... Whoa. Dude, stand up. This jackal has like either an eye patch or that's supposed to be like a cybernetic eye. And then we have a brute captain. Looks like the one from the Gungoose, but all weathered up. Maybe this is the one from the Gungoose? Oh, no, it's not. It's the blind bag version. Wow, I was not expecting that. And then, oh no, in transit, looks like the stanchion rifle came apart. I'm going to have to fix that. So the first of the figures is this EVA Spartan, who's a mix of like Reach armor and then also some like Halo 5 armor, because that like groin piece is from Helios Grill, I believe. Then we've got like the Halo Wars lower legs. It's a really cool mix, and then the color scheme is really cool as well. The dark silver and then the brighter silver. And then this helmet is just a normal helmet. It's not removable, but it's got a pretty cool color scheme. The visor is a little, it's a little more textured than what I'm used to seeing on customs, but it is very well applied overall. Like the edges are pretty sharp. Oh, interesting. So there's like, this was a clear figure, I guess. So there's like a little bit of almost lights. I don't know if that was purposeful or not, but it looks pretty cool. And then we have an AR painted up. I've done this myself. I've done this paint scheme myself before with like more lighter grays. And basically you can't go wrong painting up an AR like that. It's just great. You can use it on pretty much any figure. And then the second EVA, the AR is not painted this time, so we're just going to put that aside. But the color scheme is great. It's got kind of a dark blue and then tan. And then the part that really stands out here is the helmet, which, first of all, the visor looks fantastic. That looks like it was done with a chrome pen or something. And I personally am a huge fan of chrome pens. They do a lot of stuff really well, and it's really solid. But this actually has a head underneath. Now, I just got it to come off. Can I do it again? What? The neck just keeps wanting to pop off. I might have to do it off camera because... Can I just get it out? There we go. There we go. Look at that. So underneath, we have one of the newer marine heads, and then the helmet itself has been completely hollowed out to allow for the head to fit in there. Look at that. That is a super interesting idea. I don't know that I ever see Mega doing something like this, but I gotta admit it is pretty cool being able to take the helmet off of the Spartan. I think that's a pretty neat idea. There's a paint around the back. That's pretty impressive. And the head moves still all the same. And you can only see a little bit of the head underneath. You can see the ponytail, obviously, just because that sticks out. But it works out pretty well. And I'm a little surprised. The helmet's integrity, like, it doesn't feel fragile now. Continuing with the removable helmet theme, we have this ODST who has a very Spec Ops look to him. And he's got chrome pen visor as well. And then, as you saw, his helmet can come off. You can kind of flex this one a bit just because of how thin the edges are now. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be like broken or something. And then underneath we have Locke's head. So Locke in ODST gear. I don't know if it's exactly accurate to his appearance as like an ODST with his ODST armor, but I gotta say this looks pretty nice. And then we can kind of make him hold the helmet like so. Look at that. Plus, the fact that it's Locke is a win for me as well, just because I like Locke a lot. And then the whole paint scheme kind of wraps around to the back. Looks really good. It looks like the armor underneath was silver, and then there's like some scratches on it, and I don't know if the scratches were purposeful, like, or if that was just wear of the paint, but it looks good because that's how scratching on armor would look. So I like that one. I like it a lot. I like the fact that it's Locke, even if it's not accurate to his armor, the color scheme suits him. Very nice. I would be too afraid to attempt doing this with one of my ODSTs. I would be way too freaked out that I would ruin the helmet. But apparently it works. The last of the Spartans is this very Arbiter-esque Helios grill. So we've got all silver for the Helios grill. Helios grill helmet and chest plate, but the lower body is like a Mark IV Spartan. And then we have commando shoulders. Oh, his hand wants to come out. Nope, get back in there. And then he's got like an Arbiter lower arm here, and then one of the tack pad arms over here. Helmet's painted up really well. Has a very worn, battle damaged look to it. And then around the back, we have a Mark IV backplate with the spine attached to it, which I didn't actually know that those two pieces would fit together. Unless he modified it somehow. No, it doesn't look like it. I guess they just fit together. I didn't know that worked. And then he's got a sword that looks rather like the Bloodblade from Halo Infinite. Although, if I'm correct, is this a 3D print? I think this is a 3D print. I'm pretty sure he 3D printed this himself. And then I'm trying to figure out what he did here. I think what he did is he 3D printed the blades and then used a Mega Construx handle and then attached the blades to it. But look at that. When the light shines through it, look at the texturing on it. Interesting. Okay. At first, I just thought it was a normal energy sword that he had cut the middle out of. But no, that looks to be a 3D printed piece. That is an intimidating Spartan. Look at that. It's as if the Arbiter was a human. So here is our one-eyed jackal. Now, this guy has a little less going on with him overall, but it looks like he was given a wash and a dry brush and possibly some sort of a top coat. I can't quite tell. I know there's for sure a dry brush, which looks really good. This is the kind of stuff that I myself like doing with my figures, and I think this looked really good. I especially like that he didn't put the dry brushing on the arms, really. There's a little bit on his, what do you call these, head feather things, which makes sense. And then his eye, look, he's got a normal eye, little beady bird face. And then around here, he has either just a metal replacement or it's actually like a cybernetic eye. So clearly this guy has been through some fights and he has come out, if not on top, he has at least survived them, which jackals, I don't feel like jackals are often in that position. They're just kind of cannon fodder. So that's pretty cool. I actually am kind of excited to get this guy into a photo, put him at the head of a squad of jackals, make sure his eye is visible. I think that'll look pretty cool. And he doesn't want to stand up now. Bro, stand up. It's not that hard. Here is the Brute Captain, and good grief, this guy looks fantastic. I really thought that he was this red. I thought he was the red Brute that was just given a wash or whatever. But no, he's actually the purple one, and he was given a full paint job. And then it looks like a dry brush, and then possibly a wash on top of that, which turned out really, really good. It looks, the texturing and everything looks super realistic. I believe that's Craig under there. Yep. And there's our boy Craig. Put the helmet back on. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Then he comes armed with the Halo Heroes mangler. Then I like the asymmetrical look, especially. We got the big bulky shoulder over here, and then the newer, I think that's a newer Brute shoulder. Or was it used in Destiny first? No, I don't think that was the one that was used in Destiny. That looks really good. I can't tell either. Is the legs from the Red Brute? I really can't tell what's painted and what's not. The wash or the dry brushing or both, I can't tell, brings it all together. This guy is another one that's going to look absolutely fantastic in some photos. Maybe make some sort of a duel here. I think that'll look pretty cool. Maybe I'll break out the Comic-Con Infinite Chief to go up against him. Throw some plasma coils at him. And then our last figure is this Grunt, who is the, the Hawk? Gosh dang it, I'm going to have it wrong. It's the Halo Wars, jet-looking vehicle, which the name, for some reason, went right out of my head. And he was exclusive to that set, you can tell by the purpley skin. And then he's gotten an extra layer of detail here. Now, I'm not sure, I cannot tell if the base figure, the base armor here, was painted or not. I cannot tell for the life of me. All I can tell is that there was an extra layer of dry brushing and weathering added onto it, which looks really good. It shows up really well on this color, whether it was painted on there specifically or not. And then his mask has it too. The purple skin tone looks really good. He has another Mangler. Or is it Mauler? Gosh dang it. Now I'm questioning whether I'm getting the name of this gun right. Mangler and a Mauler, and I get them both wrong. I think this is a Mangler. I had it for a while. I knew which one was which, and now it just went away again. Anyway, though, this looks great. I personally am a big fan of weathering up grunts, and I don't see a ton of people do it because, they're just the cannon fodder, and so often they just kind of are there, and it's the more important figures that get weathered. But this dude came out really good, especially like I said, the way that the silver is and the way that it's kind of like low contrast with the skin tone, I think that works out really well. And here is the stanchion rifle all repaired. So for those of you who don't know, the stanchion is basically the mother of all sniper rifles. It's ridiculously powerful. It can shoot a bullet for like miles. It can pierce through pretty much any armor and is basically a guaranteed one-hit kill. So if you want to take out a high-value target such as, say, Atriox, you just take one of these, set yourself up on a high ridge, wait for him to step outside, and boom, he's gone. Not sure why they haven't done that yet. But they're also extremely rare in the Halo universe, as far as I can tell. I don't know all of the lore, but this looks really cool. I think I attempted to do something similar to this a while back, but I never really finished. Making it look good. But he used it looks like that's the rifle, the railgun from the Helljumper, Spartan Halo Heroes Helljumper, because we get the clear blue in the center, and then we got some shiny silver on the scope. This is all painted up. I probably have to put a little bit of black paint where I glued it again, just to get rid of the haze. And then I think the base of the body is just a black sniper rifle. So it's a fairly simple custom, but it looks really good. And like I said, it's essentially a one-hit kill regardless of who you're shooting. I would bet that it would probably take out Didac in one shot if he was not paying attention when you shot him. And then the last thing here is one of WhoTheCares' special custom AI figures. He's been printing up his own AIs for a little bit now. And this is one of the designs he has. It's like a soldier in is that a World War II style coat kind of thing? He's got his hand on his hip. Translucent blue. He has a stud base, which I think that's actually a mega piece, and he stuck him onto it. So he should be able to fit onto like an AI stand, or I could put him in the Master Chief Collection box and have him light up. Which, you know what? I don't know where my Cortana is. I just realized that. I was going to say I was going to grab Cortana, but I don't know where Cortana is. Let's see, can I get a figure to hold him? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, of course, just as I say that, I bump it out of his hand. Come on. We can do this. Come on, I had it. Working around the side of a camera is kind of difficult. There we go. Look at that. Mega's range of AI figures is fairly limited right now. We literally have two molds, one for Roland and one for Cortana, and everybody uses the same molds. So I would love it if Mega themselves introduced some new AI molds, but something like this is a perfect stand-in because I don't foresee them doing that in the near future. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, this is custom made. So this is not like, I don't know, this is not some sort of prototype or anything. Well, there you have it. I don't know whether to call this video a customs review or a haul video because it's kind of more of a customs review now. I was not expecting this at all. So a huge thanks to WhoTheCares for sending these to me. Again, I'm just like, oh my word, this is not what I was expecting when I was, going to open this on camera. So first of all, huge thanks for replacing Douglas. Now my red team can be full strength again. And then these customs are really good. My favorite has to be the Brute Captain, I think. Brute Captain and then the Helios Grill both look really good. But then Locke is also really close behind. The Grunt, they're all really well done. And the removable helmets, that's a really interesting concept. Again, I'm too frightened of ruining my helmets to try that myself, but these figures are proof that can be done, and it does work. So if you've got some extra figures laying around, give it a shot. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. I think I do have a couple extra random helmets that I've tried to paint and ruined, so maybe I'll try it on one of those. That's not a bad idea. If you want to see more of WhoTheCares work, I will put the link to his gallery page in the description. You can see a whole bunch of his customs. I think he's got a picture of all of his AIs lined up on there as well. So I highly recommend you go check it out. Again, just huge thanks to him for sending these along. This was a really cool video. Very unexpected. And now I'm sure I'm going to get people asking how they can buy these customs in the comments. And if any of you who are going to say that are watching, I don't believe any of these are for sale currently. If that changes, I can always make a community post or something about it. But as of right now, they are not for sale. So if I have comments being like, where can I buy these? I may just ignore them. So keep that in mind. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time.